Hello my gardening tribe, how are you? I'm Komal and welcome to Urban Hobby Gardener. Now in this video I'm going to show you how you can harvest and save coriander seeds. Now of course I do have quite a few other seed saving videos, like how you can save mustard seeds, how you can save flower seeds. I'll put a link to those videos in the description box below in case you would like to check those out after this video. I also have a video coming up on how to test for seed viability. Okay, so if you've got seed packets or old seeds just, stashed away in your cupboard and you're wondering, will these kind of old seeds really germinate, then I'll take you through a few different techniques in those videos on how you can actually tell whether it's worth your effort or not. But in this video, I'll be focusing entirely on coriander seeds, so let's get started. Oh, by the way, before I forget, if you do want to be notified when that video comes out on seed viability, and also if you enjoy free educational videos on all things gardening related, then please do subscribe to my channel, hit that bell icon so you'll be notified when I post those videos. If you have any questions, do let me know in the comments below, and I hope you enjoy the video. Now the first signs that your plant is about to bolt and go back to seed is that these true leaves of your cilantro or coriander plant, they will start changing shape, okay? It's almost going to look like, puzzly kind of looking leaves almost. Okay, so as you can see, plenty of new leaves, but they look nothing like the true leaves. Okay, so this is basically your first indication that your plant is about to bolt, produce some flowers, and then go on to produce seeds. Here's a nice little close-up on our coriander flowers. Really nice, cute little white flowers. And when my plant does start flowering, what I do is I move it next to, one of my 3 rose plants that I have, and that way I can get the aphids under control on my rose plant as well, because these white flowers, they actually attract hoverflies, and hoverflies absolutely love feasting on aphids. So it's nice to have this kind of biodiversity and natural pest control as well. As the flowers die back, they'll get replaced by these tiny little green balls, which are the coriander seeds. Now, they're not quite ready for harvest just as yet, so we will wait and I will show you when to harvest this and how to harvest this in the same video very shortly. Now in my garden, I generally get nectar eating beds as opposed to seed eating beds. So I generally don't cover my coriander plant once the flowers have died back and when those green little seeds come through. But if you do get beds in your garden that absolutely love feasting on seeds, then I would obviously recommend that you put a bed netting over your coriander plant at this stage. And that way, all that hard work that your plant has done, that you have done in growing the, in growing your coriander plant, at least you have some seeds to salvage from it for either your cooking purposes or for your replanting purposes next season, as opposed to it all going to the beds. Now, as you can see, as it gets hotter and warmer, if my camera decides to actually focus, the white flowers turn to green seeds, which have now dried up and become brown seeds. Now, these are the proper coriander seeds as we're used to seeing it in the grocery store, if you use it in cooking, or in your maybe like your nursery store packet, your nursery seed packet, if you're just kind of growing it for leaves. So these brown seeds are now ready for harvest. So what I've done here, I've just literally cut through the stems and brought them inside so I can work through them better. Of course, you don't have to cut through the stems and bring it indoors. You can actually just, straight pluck these seeds out while you're in the garden as well. But personally, I just find it a lot easier to work with when I do bring them inside. And just in case you're wondering, all these little brown dead looking things. These are the leaves. So as you can see, when the coriander seeds are ready for harvest, the leaves go brown, the stem goes brown, literally everything is just a uniform color brown. Now the process of actually getting the seeds out is quite simple. All I do is just give these seeds a nice gentle rub, and off they come out from the plant and straight into the jar, as you can see. You can also just kind of pull them like I've done with this particular seed. That is also fine. If you do end up with any kind of periphery bits, again, you can just just loosely give it a bit of a rub, and that will again pop right back out. What I do tend to do is usually split my seeds between two jars, one for cooking purposes and then another one which is for replanting into replanting for next season purposes. But it's up to you. You don't even, you don't have to split these out into two parts if you don't want to. And because these seeds, they've already been, dried out, these are actually ready for planting. These are ready for storage straight away. So, there's no kind of fancy process that you need to do after the fact. It's always a good idea, I would say, to label your jars, just so when you when you've kind of harvested these seeds, especially if you plan to use them over a period of a few years, and that way you can always know how fresh or not fresh their seeds actually are. If you do forget, I have another video which actually shows you how to test if the seeds are viable, especially if you're planning to plant them. So I'll put that I'll put that link in the description box below. So feel free to check out that video post this one. That's all, folks. If you like the video, give it a like, and I will see you in my next video. Until then, happy gardening!